What's up, everybody? Welcome to another album review, and today I will be reviewing, just a second, Blackstar by David Bowie. Yes. So, yeah, those of you who are probably thinking, hey, weren't you going to review Phoebe Bridgers' Punisher? Yeah, well, as I said in previous videos before this, I said in my collection video, and also in a couple of Your Cousins Are Critics episodes, that I was going to review Phoebe Bridgers' Punisher, but you see, I tried doing that. I listened to it and I recorded it, and the video, I don't know, it like stopped in the middle of recording, and I tried to do a separate video like finishing the album, but I didn't know how to put those two together. I tried to do that, I couldn't figure it out. So, and plus the review itself wasn't really that great, but yeah, I don't know. Um if you want my opinion on that album, it's good. It's good. I liked it. But unfortunately you won't be able to see my review for it. So, yeah, I apologize for that. But so I'm gonna try my best though to review Blackstar by David Bowie, like I said. So this came out on January 8th, which is David Bowie's birthday, 2016, and also 2 days before he passed away. Unfortunately, he died 2 days after this album was released, and 2 days after his 69th birthday. So this is a sad album, yes. And of course, this is his final album, or at least while he was still alive. This is his final album, because there is a album called Toy that came out a couple years ago, but it was like of old recordings and whatnot. Um, but yeah, um, and this the genres for this album, it says art rock, jazz rock, experimental jazz, and experimental rock. And the length of the album is 41 minutes and 14 seconds. It was released on ISO, Columbia, and Sony Records. And it was produced by David Bowie himself, along with Tony, hopefully I'll say his name right, Tony Visconti, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. It's all right, yeah. David Bowie's Blackstar. So I I think I've only heard two songs from this album, which were two of the three singles. I've heard Black Star, the self-titled song, and Lazarus. I have heard those. I've seen the videos too. Um, but I never, I never listened to this album all the way through. I hope I like it, and this will be, of course, this is sometime. This is before my David Bowie ranking, which I do have that planned sometime. I don't know when, but I will do a David Bowie album ranking in the future. A discography ranking, I should say. And this is my second time talking about David Bowie on the channel. In fact, I believe my last music related video was actually me ranking all the songs from his album Ziggy Stardust, which that was like, I want to say that was back in November or maybe even October. I can't remember. It was like October or November. I can't remember, but it was like right before I took my break. I remember. Um, so yeah, David Bowie again. Yeah. Of course, this wasn't planned. It was going to be Phoebe Bridgers, but yeah, that fell through. So, all right. So before we jump in to the review, let me explain. Just in case you haven't seen my other two album reviews, which were T Rex Electric Warrior and Foo Fighters self titled debut. Um, the way I review albums is different. You see, I listen to the album while I record, but I pause the recording to listen to each song, and then I'll pause it, I'll listen to a song, then unpause it and talk about that song and give my rating and then so on and so on. And then at the end, once I finish, I give my overall thoughts on the album. So yeah, it's a little bit easier to do it that way, so I'll remember exactly, the songs. I'll remember the songs, so yeah, it's a little bit different, but that's just how I do it. So yeah, all right, well, I guess all of that out of the way, I guess I'll go ahead and jump straight into this. So yeah, um, Blackstar by David Bowie. So yeah, starting with track number one, we got the self-titled track, Blackstar. And if you want to sorry, I can't play the music, so if you want, you can like pause each time that I pause and maybe listen to each song from this album, and then after that go back to my to hear my opinion on the song. Yeah, you could do that. That's cool. But yeah. Um all right, anyways, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? All right, that was Black Star, the opening track, the self-titled. Yeah, this is a great song. This is a really awesome song. It's long. It's like about 10 minutes long. Um I think the video is like 10 minutes long, but yeah, I watched the video while doing this because the playlist that I was, listening to had the video for it. So, but yeah, I think the song itself is like almost 10 minutes, like around 9 minutes, but the video itself is like 10 minutes long. But yeah, the video is fucking crazy. It's really weird, but pretty awesome. I remember when that video first came out. I actually watched it like on VH1 Classic, and I was like going like, what the fuck is this? And then I came to found out that it was David Bowie. I was like, oh really? And but then like about whenever that song came, I don't know exactly when it came out. Did it come out in December of 2015, November. So 2 months later, he passed away, and and I actually, even before then, I actually wasn't like a huge David Bowie fan. I respected the guy, but I never really got into his music until like after he died, actually. Sadly enough, but but yeah, but that's a great song and a great video too. His vocals in the song, in the verses especially sound really cool. In the chorus, it sounds. I mean, he doesn't sound bad in the chorus, but like you could tell that he was dying. You could tell that he was dying. He didn't sound. He sounded like it, he sounded like he was dying. That it's sad, I know, but um, yeah, no, this is still a fantastic song. This is one of the best last songs that he maybe the best last song he ever recorded. I don't know, but one of them for sure. And yeah, really awesome song. So I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. It's great. It's awesome. All right, so track number two is "'Tis a Pity She Was a Whore." It's the name of the song. Um, all right, so let's check that one out. All right, that was "'Tis a Pity She Was a Whore." Um, Pretty good song. I didn't like it as much as Black Star, but it was still pretty cool. The drums was actually the standout for me of this song. I really loved the drums. Also the saxophone was really good too. Um, yeah, not bad. It's pretty cool, pretty good. All right, track number three. Hopefully, I won't cry while listening to this next one. That is Lazarus. Yeah, one of the other singles from this album. All right, Lazarus. All right, that was Lazarus. Yeah, another great song, but really sad one. Especially because of the lyrics. This is David Bowie's swan song, if you will. Um, And yeah, he this is pretty much just him predicting that he's going to die because he knew that he was going to die soon. Um, and what's really sad is I think I heard that he he had cancer during this time, but he didn't tell anybody. Um, so yeah, and yeah, the lyrics are really sad. I mean, the opening lyrics is "Look up here, I'm in heaven." That's the opening lyrics to the song. So yeah, it's really sad. Luckily, I didn't cry though. But it is a really sad song, and but the song itself is really good. I really like the bass line in it, especially at the end of it. I noticed it; it sounded really cool. Um, yeah. All right. So Lazarus, I'm gonna give that one a 9 out of 10. Not quite on the same level with Blackstar, at least for me. Maybe for some people. But no, it's still a very good song. Um, yeah, Lazarus. Yeah, 9 out of 10. All right. The next one we have is Sue or in a Season of Crime. So all right, let's check that one out. All right, that was Sue or a Season of Crime. This one's actually my favorite now. This is my favorite on the album so far. I really, really dig this one a lot. The guitar riff is really cool. It kind of sounds like a spy movie. And there were like some really cool like sounds in it too, like toward the end that made it kind of sound a little like electronic. That was really cool. Like it kind of gave me some Nine Inch Nails vibes. But yeah, this was an awesome song. This one's my favorite so far. So yeah, Sue or uh, a Season of Crime is I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10. Yeah. All right, the next one is track number 5, "Girl Loves Me." All right, that was "Girl Loves Me." This is now my favorite. This beat the song that beat Blackstar, which was the last song, Sue or a Season of Crime. Uh, yeah, this one beat it. This is now my favorite on the album. I was actually reading on the Wikipedia page about this album, and it said that he was influenced by like hip hop artists from this out for this album, like Kendrick Lamar and Death Grips. And I mean, I don't really listen to. I never listened to Kendrick Lamar, but this song in particular now proves to me that yeah, he was influenced by Death Grips. This had a Death Grips feel to it, and I'm a pretty big Death Grips fan actually. So yeah, that was really cool, and yeah, so far my favorite. We only have 2 songs left, but hopefully this one will stay as my favorite because I loved this one. I did. I loved this song. Like I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being in my top 10 favorite David Bowie songs, or at least top 20. I might do that someday. That video, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up somewhere in there. It was awesome. So yeah, "Girl Loves Me." I'm giving that a 10 out of 10. It's an amazing song. I loved it. Yeah. All right, the next one, track number 6 is "Dollar Days." All right, that was track number 6, "Dollar Days." This one's my least favorite so far. It's okay. Not really much to say. There's good saxophones in it. I like the saxophone, but that's about it. I don't know. This one just didn't do much for me. It was just okay. Yeah. If you like this song, sorry, but yeah. Yeah, Dollar Days, I'm giving this one a 6 out of 10. Not terrible. It just could have been better. Alright, now we're down to the final track on the album, and that is "I Can't Give Everything Away." Alright. Alright, that was "I Can't Give Everything Away," the final track off of Blackstar. And I have to say, these last 2 tracks I wasn't really that into. This one I liked better than the last one, but yeah, it was alright. not really much to say. I just kind of wish it wasn't the final track off of here. I don't know, but and I'm sorry about the glare. It just got a lot lighter in here. Maybe is that better? And it looks a little better. But, anyways, yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say about that one. Those last two tracks were my least favorites, but I did like that better in Dollar Days, so I'm gonna give that one a 7 out of 10. That one's all right. It's a decent song. I just wish it wasn't the last one on there, but yeah. All right, so I'm gonna pause it one more time, and I'm gonna come up with a rating for the album, and yeah, I'll be right back. All right, so yeah, that was Blackstar by David Bowie, his final studio album. Pretty good album. Actually, very good album. I think the album itself is really good. It's just those last two tracks I wasn't too into, but as a final album goes, it's really good. It's really good. I really like it. It's sad that it was his last album, but he went out with a bang. So yeah, it was very good. I enjoyed it very much. So I am going to give Black Star by David Bowie a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Maybe more times I listen to it, I might like it better. I might even like those last two songs better. Who knows? Because this wasn't my first time listening to it. But yeah, yeah, very good album and very good final album for a music legend, and may he rest in peace. Yeah, 9 out of 10, Black Star. All right, so there we go. There is my review for David Bowie's Black Star. So in the comments, have you listened to this album? Have you not? And if you have, give me your favorite and least favorite songs from this album. My favorite is "Girl Loves Me," and least favorite is "Dollar Days." So yeah, and also if you have any recommendations to an album you would want me to review, let me know down in the comments, and if I'm interested enough, I'll do it. So yeah. All right. So look out for not Monday, next Wednesday for a movie review. I don't know what yet. It'll be a surprise. I'm not gonna do polls anymore, at least for right now. Maybe once I get more subscribers, I might bring the polls back. Have you guys vote for which movies and which albums and whatnot. Stuff that you want me to do. Um, because I was getting a lot more of those. I was getting a lot more votes on my Instagram, but I'm kind of having problems with my Instagram at the moment. It's mostly because of my phone. Like it's weird. Um, Actually, I have two phones and they're both kind of just weird, and I just, I I'll just wait for more subscribers and I'll put up polls on my YouTube channel. But yeah, so anyways, so yeah, if you're interested, look out for my next movie review, whatever it may be. We'll see. So yeah, please like, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell, and I'll see you later. All right, peace.